call it sport class. I think they said lane 4, so that's where we're heading. Going up against, for round 1 is a 1600 horsepower R8. No chance there. He's gonna have to mess up, or I'm gonna have to get way out on him, and he's gonna have to hog me down, which should be no problem for him. So we're hoping that this run is gonna be the best one that we got. The DA is not great, but the temps are a little bit cooler. So fingers crossed, this is gonna be it. We'll see. Last night. I turned it on. There was a last man, it's great. We have a kit store in the house.
That's all it's worth it.
Yeah, probably on your car. Mine's a little more replaceable. But we got a whole other car. We can get some vendors. Yeah. It's been real sketchy because it goes left and up, and it kind of pulls my car over. So there's been like 2 of those. Hopefully, I mean, I'd like to get left lane so that I can mitigate that if it works. But they'll tell us which lane. You probably get it because you're. All right, here's the R8 we're running. Epling said it makes about 1400 is what he said. Nice guy. We got to chat for a little bit. We're gonna have a nice fair race. It's actually gonna be a really good run. I'm excited about it. Let's see how it does. Ooh! That's pretty.
Yeah, they've got direct injection and port injection.
You said 1050s, 69 mil turbos.
They're not real bad to work on. It's about, I would explain it kind of like working on a Power Stroke.
Oh, like a Power Stroke? But yeah, well, you would make that comparison, so.
Yeah.
We are 194.52 for Pat that came to win. So your number 3 qualifier. One of the guys that was right at the 200 mile an hour threshold rolls right through. Qualified at 199.59. Brother, qualified at 191. 180, turned it up a little bit. 194.5.
I didn't know Miles was in it. Awesome. I thought he was doing drag racing. Sick. Trying something new on the speed. Hopefully it works. Did wrong, but we didn't get a light.
Problems on the left-hand side of Epling. We'll coast the Audi R8 from Tennessee down the right-hand side. But we did not get a green light, it looks like.
Okay, good. All right.
Nope, there we are. We got one.
Fuck.
Well, guys, that run, we hit a boost leak. Never had a boost leak on this car. So, and that was gonna be a very fast pass. That was gonna be a 180 mile an hour pass right next to somebody who runs about the same speed. And I'm just gonna take that as a sign. We're about to check out the car and see what happened. But I'm totally fine with that. And we're gonna take this as just a sign to put it up. Maybe something was keeping me from running, because this thing has ran perfect with no issues other than self-inflicted issues. And then it just so happens to do that on the very last run during eliminations. Call a spade a spade.
I guess they cut. It was a boost leak.
Big one.
It blew your plastic apart too. Somebody in there.
Well, found it. It blew apart my little.
Broke the hoobajoo.
My hoobajoo. My hoobajoo's broke.
I gotta go pee.
All right. Well, I'm safe. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, you CP. Hey. Taking it as a sign. No problem. Yeah. That's all that matters. And I'm safe. And cars in one piece. Mostly.
So this should be Chevy Cheetah and Sergio came up.
Hey, Bubba.
So what you can do is, like, the way we use this, like, so you can turn it all the way down, it's just wasting. The more you crank it up, you can do like wind curves on like a boost map or something. So it's got like yeah. It's like on Megasquirt, it would blend between two maps, like variably blend between two maps. This is max ECU now, and we have it set to this slight different boost maps, boost curves. That's another thing we did since last time we sold the car. Last year, 60 millimeter turbo and a 4-port boost control. Yeah, I use Max. In my opinion, it's the best one to use. Gotcha. That's what
All right, guys, we are back. Made it home safe. Last elimination round, obviously we got put out due to a big boost leak. I think we showed in the video where the boost leak came from. A T-bolt clamp came loose. We went ahead and put it back on and tried to tighten it down, and the threads were stripped. So that'll be the last time that ever happens. We've got something in store for that to solve that permanently. Just a little recap. Car did great. We all day on Wednesday did practice rounds, 0 issues. All we literally did was change the oil. The car set new PBs on the 60 to 130. We actually set the PB the next day during qualifying. It went 342, 60 to 130, and did a 352, 100 to 150. Now, disclaimer. That was on 37 pounds of boost. We did a 375, which was last year's PB, on 32 pounds. Last year it took 40 on average, 38 to 40, something like that, to do a 370, a 374. So we'll say we tied it. So on, 8 or more less pounds of boost, we went the same speed. Now we added 5 pounds of boost, did the 342. That was about 170 mile pass through the traps. That was on a run that we did not get a speed, but the pass before that on 32 pounds, we went 167.50. And the pass after that, we went on a little bit more boost and we went 173. So we're gonna split the difference. And we're gonna say it went about 170 through the traps there. And it went 342. Shortly after that, the Draggy died. Could not get it to reconnect. I didn't realize the battery was so low. That's my fault. By the time I got a charger the next day, it was for eliminations. And I was not able to make it pass because of the boost leak. But let's think about it. We ended up going 178 miles an hour, 177.90. 178 miles an hour is 8 mile an hour faster than we did the 342 on. What could that have been for a 60 to 130 and a 100 to 150? I don't know. But 8 mile an hour is a lot. That was also on 42 pounds. So that was only 5 more pounds of boost and it picked up 8 miles an hour. That means that the turbo is just now really starting to shine. That's where this turbo, according to Real Street, when they did their testing, that's where this turbo starts to outshine the 72, 75. And so those little single few pounds of boost increments resulted in major gains. The problem we had on the next run after that, we did that on Q4. On Q5, we ran a little bit more boost, ran 43 pounds, but we overfueled it once the ITs got to a certain temperature. It was pulling 5 to 6 degrees of timing by the top end, and we overfueled it. The Lambda was like 0.68. So there was a lot of power left on the table. However, we had 250 plus degree, or right at 250 degree IATs. Not good. That's just not cutting it. We're going to figure out what we want to do with that so that we can get the IATs back down, run some more boost, a couple other things in store too for the next go around. But let's go back to that. 60 to 130, 342, 37 pounds. 42 pounds, gained 8 mile an hour. Where would we have been? I want to say that we would have been in a 2-second range, but we'll just say at least bottom 3s. The car will do 2s. It's just going to, especially after we're done with this next reiteration. So
You know, we might not ever do that on the street, but I think the car's got 3s on the street, no problem now. We're gonna bust that off like clockwork. It's kind of like once you get to that point, once you've done it, then doing it over and over isn't really that big a deal. The car was so consistent. Qualifying, we had 1 mishap during qualifying. I'm sorry, 2 mishaps during qualifying. I forgot to turn boost cut off at 40 pounds. Had to abandon the run. And then, of course, the fat finger deal with the fueling. Not a big deal. Happy overall. I think that if we were to have made an elimination run, if we didn't have the boost leak, you know, we had it wicked up a little bit more, we were gonna probably hit about 45 pounds of boost, which would, I don't know, I feel like that would gain like 80 horsepower on like 3 more pounds of boost, and then have the fueling spot on. The car was gonna go 180 miles an hour. It just is what it is. So do I think that it's a 180 mile an hour car at 2K? Absolutely. Also to note, the track, from what I understand from Underground Racing, Casey was saying that the track was 60 feet shorter this year. So that adds up. That counts for something. So 178 miles an hour. Next year, goal's 180 plus, but I think it'll do 185. We've got a couple of goodies in store for it. Not a whole lot more we're really gonna be able to crank out of this thing on its current setup. 180 definitely was in the books how it sits right now, but we're gonna add a couple of little things to it to make it go a little faster. Guys, I can't stress enough how much of a help my crew was. Justin was instrumental in orchestrating everything. He doesn't even have to think. He just goes and does it and just gets it taken care of, and understands the importance of just getting the car where it needs to be, getting us set up, keeping me comfortable, keeping me focused on the race. It's hard to explain in words what it's like to go through all of the motions. Maybe one day I'll show you guys like every single step of the way. But I think we counted that there's, in roll racing, for this car at least, there's 16 different actions that I have to take from the moment that they say go to the moment that I stop. And you have to be on point every single time and not miss anything. We're gonna try to make that a little easier on me next time. Take a couple of things out of the equation that I don't have to focus on, and make the car a little bit easier to drive. Slowing down is the hardest part and the scariest part. Getting there, honestly, I can hardly remember what it's like getting to that mile per hour. It's an incredible feeling, but you almost don't get to enjoy it. You really don't get to enjoy it because you're so focused on making your shift, keeping the car straight, not hitting the guy next to you, you know, just making a nice, clean, safe pass. And then once you pull that chute, you better hang on. It is a wild ride. That chute catches a 30 mile an hour crosswind, goes up and over to the left. It's pulling me towards the wall. The car's super light. The ass end comes up. It's just wild. It's a wild ride. Hopefully y'all saw the footage. I got some in-car footage that's pretty cool. Just want to say thanks again to the crew, Justin, Travis. Travis came and got all the B-roll footage for me. I think Travis is going to be our next addition to the crew. I'm really glad that he came along. Every chance he got, he was getting footage for me, making sure I was staying cool, making sure I had water. Him and Justin just taking care of Wyatt for me, and for me and Jess, like when we needed to do something, they're holding Wyatt, taking care of him, keeping him entertained. But I think Travis is going to be instrumental in our program. He's going to start showing up more, getting more footage for us, just being a part of the team. So we're really happy to welcome Travis to the team. 2026 is going to be awesome. Growing the team, it means a lot to me. Growing my crew means a lot. Having my wife there, having my kid there to come watch. This is my kid's first race, and he gets to watch his dad qualify into the biggest race of the year for the fastest cars. I don't want to say in the world, but a lot of cars got shipped over from different countries. So some of the fastest cars in the world gathered here, and he gets to watch his dad race for the very first time on the main stage with all of the greats. It's an incredible feeling. So I want to say thank you to my wife. I love you very much, and everything you do, making our life easier at the track and taking care of him and giving him the opportunity to come and watch me, even though he's not going to remember it. We've got a lot of memories that we've videoed and taken pictures of to show him when he gets older. And who knows, maybe one day he'll follow my footsteps and I can be his pit crew. That's the goal. Shout out to Mark. Mark is a very old friend of mine, little brother. It's like a little brother to me. He put the Insta360 on the car. I botched it a couple times and wasn't able to remember to start the video. So he stayed down in the staging lanes and started doing that for me. Made sure that all my cameras were running. So thank you, Mark. And you know, Logan and Taylor came by to give us support too. So shout out to you guys, everybody that helped us along the way. Don't know really what else to say other than thanks to everybody, all the fans. It's weird to say all the fans of the car or fans of Dynomat or whatever you're a fan of and you supported us. Thank you so much. Everybody was asking if we had merch. I think we're gonna start working on merch again. It's been probably like 4 or 5 years since we've made t-shirts. I think we're gonna start pumping some shirts out, get you guys some shirts of the car. Maybe we have a white flight shirt, Dynomat shirts, hats, whatever. Like, you tell us what you want, we'll probably make it. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna go over the car now. I'm gonna put it up in the air. We're just gonna check things out, check the oil, kind of brainstorm a little bit, and see what's next for the car. So anyways, guys, thank you, and stay tuned. I'm just gonna cut to this real quick and show y'all what we found. The exhaust was rattling pretty bad, and it bent a little bit. We just kind of threw a makeshift bracket on there for now just to get it going, and it got us through the event. That's all we can ask for. It doesn't owe us anything. The boot that we had over this, the bushing, was actually a spark plug boot. And you can see it melted pretty good. Haven't really checked the rear end yet, but it's there. I mean, it's not leaking. It's not really any vibrations. I wonder if that loosened up at all. I had a problem with that one loosening up. I don't think it did. Man, everything looks good. I did fire it up and we fixed the boost leak, and I changed the clamp on it, and I took it for a rip, and everything's back to normal. We had a very slow, and you can hear in the video, a real slow 4-5 shift on the trans, which is where they fail. Like, they fail the 4-5, they fail 5-6. Clutches start to fail, and it's very possible that we could be seeing the telltale signs of the transmission starting to slip. But that was at, like, you know, over 1,000 horsepower. So, like, come on, that's a stock transmission. It doesn't owe me anything. So, you know, we're gonna probably keep it going. Probably go to SCT in this car and try to qualify, not in the daily class, but in the next class up, which would be like wild or sport or street, but probably not the king of the bakery. But then shortly after that, we got some goodies for it. Ooh. Yeah. Got some goodies for it. So transmission doesn't owe us shit. We're gonna just kind of wheel it along. I don't need. Woo, about to sneeze. Excuse me. I don't need, you know, 1,000 to 1,100 horsepower to go have fun in this car. In the meantime, I can have fun on 500 horsepower in this car and be perfectly content, to be honest with you. We did have this happen. This is a little sketchy. How does that happen, you say? Well, it does a little bit of rubbing. I'm gonna fix this, but it definitely grooves the tire. That's sketchy at 180 miles an hour. But yeah, anyways, car looks pretty good. So I don't really have anything to fix, like one boost leak. Though it cost us the race, I came home safe and drove the car home. Come on.